Hello MTV, welcome to my crib. How's it going everyone? My name is Taco. We're back at it again with another banger of a video. Okay, no, this is gonna be a chill video, guys. Very chill, minimal editing. Yippee for me. And we're just gonna we're gonna relax and I'm gonna show you guys my world. Yay! This is my Minecraft world. Very cool. This is one of the houses I built. Actually, I remodeled this was it recently? I don't know. It was earlier in the year. I guess that's not really recently. I guess it depends on what your definition of recent is. This we're giving you a little bit of history. History lesson. This was a random house that I built because one, I felt like being creative, but also two, as you can see, very flat world. In the process of flattening this world, which by the way, did it all in survival mode. It's pretty cool. Pretty big accomplishment, honestly. But we'll get into that in a second. So as you see, all that stuff over there, there's a lot of stuff over there. That's where all my stuff usually is. But you know, when I had to come all the way over here to do stuff, it was kind of annoying having to walk all the way back over there. So I made this house, and it exists over here as a way so I could just store stuff in here and then, you know, use stuff out here and then store stuff from out here in here. But it looked ugly. I could show you guys a picture probably of what it used to look like. It was pretty bad. Remodeling a house, reconstructing a house, terrible idea. Never gonna do it again. I hated every second of it. It was a terrible video because of how much I hated it, quite frankly. But yes, welcome to my world. This world was constructed in, I think, 2011 or 2012, somewhere in there. I don't remember exactly. It's all flat. That was a project that I worked on. I don't know why I wanted to work on it. You see, this was actually a world that I had on my Xbox 360. So the Xbox 360 portion of the world is all flat. Everything outside of it is not flat. And to be fair, most of this world is a water world. Like, all of this ocean out here goes on for a very long time. You'll see a map later, but it was still a massive project that took months upon months. Also, once again, I know I'm like a broken record at this point, but I just want to thank you all once again for 1,000 subs. It really means a lot to me. I haven't really done anything like official video that's like, thank you for 1,000 subs. And I don't know what to do if I ever do one. I had plans to do one at some point, but I don't really know what I want to do exactly. So honestly, I think I'm just going to keep trucking along and making content. Also, I wanted to apologize. Well, first of all, let's explain the monstrosity that's happening in front of you, because you're probably all wondering what the heck is going on. So you see, there was once a village that lay upon this land, but I flattened it and destroyed the whole thing, and then forced everyone to be enslaved in this box. This box actually just used to be completely filled with doors, because that's what villagers liked. They used to breed. Then I filled it with beds, and the population probably octupled. There's a lot in here. There's I think over 500 villagers in here. I might be really off about that, but there's a lot, and especially in like these corners you can see. And this world is on Bedrock now. It was on the Xbox One edition for a very long time. I switched it over to Bedrock fairly recently. I think earlier in the year I did. But even still, on the Xbox version of Bedrock, you cannot come over here. It is literally a slideshow. You cannot come over here, otherwise it just completely lags the game to the point where you can't even play. On the PC version of Bedrock, I'm chilling though. The other thing that's kind of sucks is I thought there would be so much more space. You know, I find like this is a fourth of an entire world worth of land here. It doesn't look like that much. I also wanted to apologize for the lack of videos this week. There's just been a lot of chaos. I had scheduling issues, so on Monday I couldn't record anything. I can't remember exactly what happened on Tuesday, but Tuesday was also pretty scuffed. And then yesterday, Wednesday, I just didn't feel good at all. Like, I felt really bad. Like, I couldn't even get out of bed. But yeah, I just wanted to apologize for no like official videos. It's my fault for not having like a backlog of videos to upload, even like when stuff like this happens. Oh, that's right. On Tuesday, I think it was, I lost internet. That's what happened on Tuesday. There we go. My modem was completely busted, so I had to go in and get a new modem. By the time I was done with all that, I was so stressed out. Didn't feel good. Wasn't in like a funny type of mood. So yeah. So a little fun history lesson once again. On the Xbox 360 edition, it was a very old version of Minecraft, and jungle biomes didn't even exist when it first came out. But on old Xbox 360 maps, when jungles did eventually come out, they changed some biomes in your old world into jungles. And so this didn't used to be a jungle biome. I think it was a spruce biome, along with over here, this is also spruce. I'm pretty sure this was all still spruce as well. Maybe it was just a regular the forest biome. I don't remember. But the point is, it became a jungle. So I was going to just go ahead and repopulate with jungle trees, because there obviously wasn't jungle trees in this world. But yeah, anyways, I was going to create like a jungle forest and then a jungle village. And I don't like artificially creating it. It doesn't look nice in my opinion. So probably going to skip out on that. Over here, we got some pandas. Yeah, I got some pandas to magically spawn in. And look at that. One of them grew up. That one grew up. Because the brown one was already there. I bred them. So yeah, this one's the one that grew up. He's not named yet. He's not named Panda like the rest of them. Yes, I know, very creative. I named both of these guys pandas. And they're very, very cute. They're adorable. Look at them. Oh my gosh, he sat up too. Look at him. He's just such a good boy. He's just such a good boy. He's my favorite boy too. Moving on over to this house. This is a house that I created one day when I was bored. I got it off the interwebs, and I thought it looked really, really neat. It's got a little few extra special thingies, but I think it just like looked really cool. It was definitely out of my comfort zone because you're gonna see very, very soon. I make boxes. I don't really make very creative builds often, but yeah, this I gave it to a friend because I thought it looked nice, and I'm a good friend, and I give friends nice things. Over here is actually down here is kind of cool. This is a little area, underground area. You can't really see, but this is all grassed out on the bottom. I'm planning on putting a bunch of trees in here, kind of just like there's this underground ecosystem flourishing down here. I kind of want to make it look like that. Over there is the part of the mine shaft. We'll get into that in a little bit. That is the project that I've been working on the most now, and why I haven't really uploaded any videos of this world, because most of the projects I'm working on are extremely boring and nobody would want to watch them. But yeah, this part over here was because I was trying to grow beehives on trees for a video. This is actually also part of a video as well. This was my melon farm tutorial. This works automatically, and there's probably melons in here. Yeah, this is just kind of going. So there you guys go. A little behind the scenes over there. We did skip out over on these houses over here. These are just like little side projects that I made. Basically, the premise behind these was I could see the front of a building, but I couldn't, like, it wasn't in Minecraft either. It was just like kind of like a blocky sort of modern build. I could see the front of them, but I couldn't see anything else. So I tried my best to just kind of like make a really, really cool looking home with what little I had to go off of. And so that was kind of my inspiration. I was like really into modern architecture for a bit, so I just wanted to like try to see if I could emulate that in Minecraft. And I think this actually turned out pretty nice. I mean, I don't know if it's like super livable, but at the same time, I don't know, I like it a lot, and I might do something with it eventually. There's also a downstairs, but the downstairs is pretty boring. And then we got this one over here. You get like a little way that you can get downstairs over here. Look around. Ooh, there's a garage over here. I don't know why I called it a garage. I'm not British. And you walk up the stairs over here to get to the second level, or you could have walked up the stairs right there. And then you got a little bedroom right there with a balcony. You can go up here and you can walk over here. And I think it looks really neat. This little loft area is totally pointless. But then yeah, we got all this stuff, and I think it looks really cool. Also, don't know why my skin is a girl. I think I had some issues, like most of my skins weren't loading in, so I just picked a random one because I didn't want to be Steve, and I guess the first one I saw was a girl, so I chose a girl. You'll also notice that there's just going to be a lot of random chests and shulker boxes laying around. Yeah, don't worry about them. Like, these are all just bamboo. I'm a very messy person, and I'm like a person that's like, I'll get around to it eventually, and I just never clean stuff up. This is my bamboo farm. It took me a while to go fishing for this because I don't have any bamboo farms nearby, so I went over to a jungle biome that's over there somewhere, and I went fishing up some bamboo. It took a long time. We're not going to talk about this monstrosity because it's a monstrosity. We're going to go over here. This is the seaside village area. I thought this was like a kind of a cool idea, especially because it centers around this little like bay area. I thought this looked neat. None of the buildings here are particularly fancy or interesting. This is a work in progress. That's a car outside that's making loud noises. This is a work in progress. This is supposed to be just like a little shop area. I made some cute little banners because I'm cute and little. Actually, that's not true at all. This house was literally like just based off of one thing. I just was like, I kind of want to see this little overhang and want to see what that looks like. I don't think it turned out like terrible, but I also don't think it turned out too bad. If we look in here, got a little bedroom, got a little thing out here, and then you go out here and you can look and oh my gosh, it looks so nice. We got a little pathway over here. This was all down one, so I had a half slab down. So there was like a little ledge here that you have to walk up on. The problem with that is that villagers cannot path very well on half slabs. So, or at least on lower like bottom half slabs. They can't path very well on them. These aren't bottom half slabs, by the way. I just kind of like pointed to them for some reason. But as you can see, they won't walk up this. They'll just like walk around onto this. I don't know why they can't path on them. It's really, really obnoxious. But yeah, this is supposed to be a restaurant inside of what is a hotel. This is the front desk, by the way. And then we got some janky little stairs up here, and they lead to in here where all the iron golems are. This is where literally, wait, where's the other one? I don't see them. There's two right there. There's one right here. Yeah, there's just iron golems everywhere. I think I might just kill them. I don't feel good about it, but I might just kill them because they all just spawn in here for some reason, and it's really annoying. But yeah, there's a lot of different rooms. There's another one right there. This is the latest thing that I added. Well, actually, other than the shop that I'm building over there, I thought this looked really, really neat. I wanted to base it off of just a regular blacksmith shop, but I wanted to make it look a lot nicer. I did not want to trade with you, good sir. And I think the outside, or at least this little area right here with the campfires over top, so it looks like logs are being laid. I think it just looks really, really neat, honestly. This is like one of the things I'm most proud of. And then you got the smoke coming up from the campfires. There's actually a second set of campfires up there, and that makes it so that the smoke goes all the way up. And it looks really, really neat. I like it a lot. All right, guys, it's enough funny business. Now we're into the chaos of the world. This is where a lot of stuff goes. This is a lot of like a big overflow chest area, and I thought it would just be kind of neat to put it down like this. I think it makes it look nicer that a bunch of chests just kind of sitting up there. So yeah, that's that. You might have noticed it's very, very hard to tell, but there's a nether portal right here. This nether portal is pretty cool. It leads me directly into a nether fortress, and then I'm starting to work on the nether fortress, trying to like fortify it. But I don't know, man. I got too many projects going on. A thing that was probably a lot harder to notice was these little tiny farms over here. This is one that is a work in progress. The first level it used to just be this, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make another mega farm. This is the third one that I've done. This is the second one that I did. Actually, you know what? We can count this as one too, because this is the mega cactus farm. This is just a bone meal generator at this point. It's pretty useful though. It goes very quickly. I actually have a tutorial on this. Oh my goodness, there's a card up there. I can't point at it because we're in Minecraft. The sugarcane farm is completely automated. Oh, it's so nice. It is really nice, but it's also very inefficient. But who cares if it's inefficient, because I'm just making bone meal. And then over here we do have some overflow sugarcane, because the end ones, I don't know if you know how like math and science and whatnot works, but the ends, they get the least amount of sugarcane, and that's just because that's how that works. And so I still have those go and collect sugarcane just so I can get a little bit extra. I don't really need it because most of these chests are filled with sugarcane. They're actually filled with shulker boxes filled with sugarcane. And I think it amounts to over 1 million. I did the calculations at one point, but yeah, who cares? This is a good example of just chests and shulker boxes everywhere. We're just going to completely ignore all of that. I built the little alcove here because, ooh, now you can like fish right here. And oh, it looks really fancy and nice and neat. Now we get over into this little cozy area right here. These chests are all just like wood and stuff like that. They're all separated off into the different types of wood. And then we got this nice little cozy area in here. And as you can see, we have a wall map. This is just a very basic one. Obviously, the outer edges are not filled in yet. I'm actually not even traveling to those areas yet because I'm waiting for the cave update that is definitely going to come out, right? I'm going to get a cave update. Pay no attention to the building that we were in. Also, don't pay no attention to the fact that that was not the right way around. This right here is the map. So as you can see, this is all the flattened bits. This used to be the size of the regular Xbox 360 map, and then when I transferred this over to the Xbox One edition of Minecraft, it increased in size a little bit, so we got this extra border around. It actually looks kind of neat. You can also see what I was talking about where I said like most of this world is actually ocean, sadly. But so it wasn't a whole lot to flatten, but still, it was a big project. It took months. This is a failed project. This was supposed to be a bamboo farm, but it doesn't work very well, so now it's not a bamboo farm. And I'm too lazy to chop it down, so it'll just kind of like forever remain here as a monument of failure. Over here, we have a very basic mob farm that I sometimes just AFK at overnight if I have nothing better going on in my life. Then we got this building right here, which I just built when I was bored. There wasn't a whole lot of inspiration behind this. The only thing I wanted to do was make it so that there was like a glass thing like this extending from the first floor, or I guess the second floor, all the way up to through the roof of the building. It doesn't go up very high, so it's not super noticeable, but I like it. I like that you could just like kind of like look up and like, oh, look at that. I don't know. I like it. Right here, we have an auto sheep shearing farm. It's pretty slow right now. This used to be packed to the brim with a bunch of sheep, but now it's not. They all despawned or something like that. So, but as you can see, oh, you're about to. Oh no, he's not going. So he gets sheared by an automatic thing over there that just automatically shears. Then this boy will walk up here, and they'll just kind of like keep pushing each other along this belt system, and they'll just keep going infinitely in a cycle. As you can see, it's actually pretty efficient. Okay, it's full. Yeah, no, it's very efficient, actually. I lied to you. Very, very, very efficient. Actually, so efficient, in fact, that if we look in here, this is all white wool that I've collected, and I haven't had this farm for too terribly long. Over here, we have a basic chicken egg farm. I don't need this many chicken eggs. I have them. For some reason, it's pretty chaotic. There's too many chicken eggs, honestly. Inside here, this is a very, very pretty farm. I did actually get this design from somebody else online. This is a really, really cool and pretty design for a farm. Obviously, I did tweak it a little bit, and then over here, I added a little like restaurant-y pub type thing to the side, so you can get some very, very, very fresh steak. This little area right here is actually a monument type area. This is a little fountain that I made. Ooh, I'm really proud of this fountain. I don't know why. I just think it just looks really pretty. It's a good centerpiece for the whole area. But yeah, this just used to be where I would farm trees over and over and over again, particularly birch trees, because oak trees had the potential of growing into those really, really big, ugly trees that nobody wants to chop down because they got branches everywhere and they're very annoying. So I would just always do birch trees. So I made this little monument area in memoriam of that little time period. Over here is just a little side project that I randomly made. I'm like, you know what? I need to fill this in. There's just like all this empty space. So I decided to fill it in with a little type of house. It looks a little disheveled. It's got little shrubs. I don't know what those are called. Leaves, there you go, growing on top of the tree. It's got like all growing on top of the tree. It's a house, not a tree. As you see over here, I made like a cute little area. It kind of looks a little bit barren over here, so I want to actually fill that in a little bit. Then we got some just like, you know, cute aesthetic stuff. The inside of this house looks terrible, so we're not going to look at it. Then over here we have a beautiful representation of what I generally build, which is boxes. This is just a massive storage chamber that is very, very heavily fortified. You will find out in just a second exactly how fortified this area is. So as you can see over here, the entire thing has a layer of stone bricks and then a layer of obsidian all the way down throughout the entire thing, and then another layer of stone bricks, and then inside of here, just for good measure, there's some little rods of obsidian. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have strong armor, very strong armor that makes it so I can do that very easily and not have to worry about it. I don't actually know how far I can fall with this armor, but it's basically as strong as I can possibly get it, except the chest piece. The chest piece was just a random thing that I picked up, but everything else has protection, 5 million, and like all sorts of really good stuff. But yeah, the chest piece, I just randomly put it on from here. This is my junk items section, so I just randomly threw one on from in here because I didn't have one on, because I usually have an elytra on, but I don't have an elytra on because I haven't been flying. I've been mining. Over here, we got the Tower of Pimps, because everybody needs a Tower of Pimps in their world. Over there, I thought it'd be really cool to put a little house inside of that mountain, because it was just a flat cutout mountain, because of the fact that this is actually part of the Xbox One world and this is part of the Xbox 360 world, and this got added in, and I thought it looked really neat, and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool, and I made a little thing in there, and it looks kind of stupid, but it's cool. Over here we got some random auto farms going, and over here I have a conduit going down there, and I also, as you can see, worked on re-beautifying the ocean. I also have a video on this. There's a time lapse on this, actually, if you guys want to go check that out. It's pretty boring, but guess what? Who cares? Hey, chicken, what are you doing over here? You're not supposed to be over here. I don't know why I hit you with that, but I got chicken now. This used to be an underground rail system that you would take me all the way over to the house that we started at. It doesn't really work anymore, so I don't know if I'm ever going to do anything with this. I plan on actually eventually doing minecarts like in the air, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. There's too much stuff going on. All right, guys, I've told this story many times, but I'm going to tell it again because we have a bunch of new people here. By the way, if you've made it to this point in the story, just put main house in the comments down below. Just put main house. Why is this the main house, you ask? Also, don't listen to that guy. He's an imposter. Actually, that's the real me on Xbox. I'm the not real me on non-Xbox. What is that? Non-Xbox? It's a PC. That's right. Hello, Mr. Turtle. You want to hear the story too? Okay, I'll tell you the story real quick. So this on my quest to flatten the entire world, this was actually 1 block higher than it is now, but I meticulously moved it down block by block, 1 by 1, and I made it so it was exactly the way it was before, and I made it so that this painting was exactly the way it was before. There was also a painting here, I believe, before, but now there isn't because I don't know why, but I meticulously moved everything down, and block by block, but then I kept this sign where it was. This sign has never moved, and that is a symbol. It's a symbol, I tell you, of the work that went into this, the journey that I took on this world, so I can constantly remember, hey, that's right, this used to be right there, but it's always been right here, but it used to look like it was right here, because all of this used to be up there. But anyways, welcome to the main house. This was just kind of like a random rinky-dinky thing that I put together, but this is a good example of the fact that I just used to build boxes. This is what I used to build in every single one of my worlds, just a box. And here it's just filled with a bunch of Random stuff. I've got a real strong sword because of course we do. We got all sorts of fun stuff. It's basically just a junk storage area, and for the most part, when I call it main house, it's really just main storage area, because as we go down here and traverse through here, yeah, it's just storage. So as I evolved and I realized I would need storage space, this was the first room that I constructed. And then I made a ladder going down over here. But then very recently I was like, you know what? It's stupid having to walk all the way over here just to go down another level. So let's do this much faster. And now we have over here. So I look around over here and I'm like, dang, we need more storage. And then I'm like, hey, wait, there's actually enchanting stuff now. So, and potions and whatnot. So I made this room over here, and wowee. And then I was like, eventually way later, before I made the other room, I was like, hey, now I need some storage for extra stuff because I need more stuff, and there's more stuff down here. And then I go over here, and this is all the potion stuff. There's tons of potion stuff down here, also tons of shulker boxes. And then we go through here, and you look around and you're like, wow, this is really cool. And then you go into this and you're like, oh my goodness, more stuff. And then this is another room. This used to be the original food room, but then I'm like, you know what, I actually want to organize stuff. So I organized stuff and put them all in here. And then we go out here, and this leads us back up to the area up here, and wowee. And then we go back down here, we go down extra, and it takes us to this little room, which is over here. And then this also leads back up to the room that we were in over here, and then we walked over here to get into the food room. Oh my goodness, it's all connected. And then over here we have an armory and a tool room. Wow, there's so many tools and armors, and oh my goodness. And here, this is just a really random storage room. And then this room, this is where it got really confusing, complicated. So I mean, this is where it was fine. This is just a row that was going to be all for cobblestone. This is a row for all dirt. This is a row for all sand, and this is a row for all gravel. And it all continued all the way down there. But then I'm like, you know what? There's enough lag in my world. I don't really need more than this. So now there's just this open space. But this used to be filled with chests. This, however, is very filled with chests. It's very filled with a bunch of different items from the game. As you can see, this is popped coarse fruit because why not? This is TNT because why not? And it's just all very filled with very various things, and and then and then we go down and there's even more. So we go down here and oh my goodness, there's more. This is actually all empty, but this was going to eventually be a thing. You might be asking, why are all the chests separated like this? That's because when I switched it over from the Xbox One edition to the Bedrock edition, it just happened to be like that. So I had to change everything back to this now. And as you can see, I haven't gotten around to this one because I'm lazy or something like that. But yeah, very big chest storage room. And then the last thing to look at, which we haven't looked at, is I can't remember what it's called. The last thing that we have yet to look at is the mine shaft, which isn't super impressive, but it's going to be impressive eventually. I really like the way it looks. I like building things into the ground like this for some reason. I don't know why. Then it's just surrounded by water on all sides for aesthetics. There's supposed to be fish in here, but fish don't love me, so they don't like spawning in here for some reason. And then this is just it. It's got a few different ore blocks because why not? Aesthetic. And then it's got a very annoying stair system, so you have to kind of like walk up it diagonally like that. It's very weird, but at the same time, it's compact, it's nice, and we need to fix this. So the idea for this is that I'm just going to kind of go on forever in all of these directions on every level Oh, but that's not enough for me because I also want to go this way from every level. So I'm going to go to the, which direction is that? Left. That's right. Get it? That's a joke because it's not right. It's left, but it's right because it was a correct factual. Yeah. So essentially this is just going to comb through the entire world. Obviously a lot of this just leads to water because oceans are plentiful on this map. But so I'm just kind of going down far enough to the point where I'm not going to reach ocean, and I'm starting there. If we go to level 40, level 40 is kind of where it's popping off, honestly. This is where this just like kind of gets a little flat, and it's like, oh my goodness, look at that, we got more space. This is a little ravine down here. Oh my goodness, you can start seeing all the tunnels that I'm working on. Oh my goodness, it's all looking so good. We're gonna get there eventually. So remember what I was saying about how I'm like working on projects and they're all really boring. Right now, the project is to just extend all of these main lines all the way to the edge of the world. So once I hit diorite, andesite, and granite, then I stop because I know that I'm now outside of the realms of the Xbox 360 world. That's right, no granite, diorite, or andesite on the Xbox 360 world, all just regular stone. So yeah, the main project I'm working on now is, like I said, just expanding all of these to the edge of the world, and then making the entrance to these tunnels. So by the entrance, this is what I mean right here. So going to in, creating a torch right there, and doing this the entire way down. Also, I'm getting rid of all of the dirt as well. So any type of dirt that I see, like that right there, vile substance. No, but any dirt that or ore that I see throughout the tunnel, I mine it and then I replace everything with stone, which is why I have a bunch of stone on me. Thank you all so much for watching. This is a world that I have invested so much time and effort into, and I will obviously continue to keep doing that. And I hope that you guys will continue to follow me on that journey. I know there hasn't been any content of this in a long time. That's just because, like I said, I'm doing a lot of boring projects. If you guys would like to watch live streams of that, I might sometimes live stream some of the boring stuff, and if I do, we can just like chill back, have a conversation, talk about Minecraft or anything else. But yeah, if you guys do want live streams, I do sometimes stream over at Twitch, not all the time, but sometimes I do stream, and if I do stream, it's not always Minecraft, but sometimes it is. So if you guys want to go follow me on Twitch, there will be a link to it in the description. Also, I know a lot of my new subscribers are from Twitter, but some of you are just algorithm surfers that managed to watch some of my videos and liked it enough to subscribe, and I really appreciate that. But if you guys do want, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter too. I have a Twitter that I am very active on. I talk to people all the time. And then I have another Twitter where I mostly just post updates. So that's one that, like, if you just want to get updates from me, that's a good Twitter for you. If you guys actually want to talk and converse with me occasionally and get some more like personal updates and whatnot, there's another Twitter for that. So thank you all so much for watching. I think I've plugged everything. I also might do live streams on YouTube at some point. Not really too sure. I'm like kind of still thinking about it. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It is a world that I've been working on for a very long time. I'm very passionate about it, so I figured I would showcase it. I wanted to do this eventually, like I said. I know the timing is a bit weird though. But yeah, love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next week should be normal. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, everyone. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye, guys. Oh, also, this is Lake Placid. Lake Placid is Lake Placid.